Alright. So, I'm probably going to change the time of day here, but here's the initial screen. This is the plane, it's Boeing 787. The only one I know how to fly so far in this, of the major airliners. Let's see. I'm in Milan. This is live time, live weather, so this would be kind of late in the day in Italy. I'm guessing probably around midnight. So I'm gonna, yeah, the Alps are to the north, so the north is this way. Really, really close. So what I'm gonna do first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the time of day to daytime. Let's get a better view. Like, let's do noonish. That's better. Alright, so the weather is live, the time is no longer live. I'm here at gate 39 in Milan, Malpensa, I believe it's called, Malpensa Airport. And I'm going to be taking a nice little short flight to Turin, or Torino, Italy. First of all, I really like these separators they have in Milan Airport. It's none of the American airports have this nice little, almost art-like gate parking spots, whatever you want to call them. All right, so first thing, plane is cold and dark. Nothing is on, completely shut off. So I'm gonna walk through the process of starting Mr. Baby back. So first thing I'm gonna do is turn the battery on and the APU generators to get going. That should give me auxiliary power. Here we are on the map, little GPS. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to contact tower, and I'm going to get set up as if I'm actually making this flight. So I'm going to contact, not the tower, ground. Contact ground. I'm going to ask ground services to get my jetway connection.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra X-Ray 787, could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Alright, so we're going to get passengers on board.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-Ray 787, the jetway is going to be connected.
Then we're going to get some baggage. These guys are going to start
Alpha
putting
Sierra
people's
X-Ray
baggage on the plane.
Could you please send the baggage?
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-Ray 787 baggage is on the way.
And then we're going to also get the catering service. And that's this truck
Boeing
right
Alpha
here.
Sierra X-Ray 787, could you please send the catering truck?
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-Ray 787, the catering truck is on the road.
Okay, so now these are a bunch of Airbus 320s that are parked next to me, and that in the distance, if I'm not mistaken, that looks like an Airbus. Oh, hold on. That almost looks like the Airbus 380. That's a big boy. Yeah. That's a nice. So there's two runways here. I have the map of the airport printed out in front of me. There's two runways here. There's coming from here, that's south to north on this runway. Oh, I'm sorry, this runway right here. That's 35 left. The one over after that in the distance there, that's 35 right. That's the one I plan on taking off from today. On the other side, if you're taking off from here, landing from the direction of north, that's 17 right and that's 17 left. So if you're coming from the north, you're looking down on those two runways. This is going to be to your right. That's going to be to your left. So this is 17. This is 17R, 17L. This is 35L, but that's 35R. And I'm going to try to request clearance to take off from there. In fact, let me do that right now. So I'm going to go back to tower. And I'm going to request taxi, depart north, and hopefully to give me 35R. That'd be really nice.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-Ray 787 with Alpha request taxi for takeoff departure to the north.
Come on, tower. You can do it.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-Ray 787 taxi to and hold short of runway 35 right using taxiway Yankee Kilo Whiskey Foxtrot, cross runway 35 left Foxtrot Echo Charlie Charlie Alpha.
Wait, hold on a second.
Contact tower on ONE 20.9 when ready.
Yankee Kilo Whiskey, Yankee Kilo Whiskey, then Foxtrot. Okay. Alright, so the way they want me to go is they want me to take this road all the way down and then cross down there at the very, very bottom. So that's nice. That actually makes it easier for me. That's exactly what I wanted.
Hold short runway 35 right using taxiway Yankee
Alright,
Kilo
package is
Whiskey
on.
Foxtrot cross runway 35 left Foxtrot Echo Charlie Charlie Alpha Boeing 787.
Let me contact ATIS for some weather information if they can. Why is it not coming through? Okay, I guess they're not coming through. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna contact the tower. Alright, let's go back in the plane. And we're gonna, it's the camera view, cockpit. Alright, so now that let's fire this baby up. Oops. Alright, master cautions because my doors were open, so I'm gonna check that. Let's see. So first thing we're gonna do, let's put in our flight plan. So I went on simbrief.com, which is a website that provides simulation flight plans for nerds and for real pilots to that are very realistic to what the real pilots use. So not a lot of stuff is modeled into this flight management computer, FMC. But the stuff like this, a lot of the stuff you should be able to change, but I'm not. So anyway, so we're just going to go exactly what it says here. So first is position. So the airport that we're at is Lima, India, Mike, Charlie, Milan, and we're at gate 39. And this is, we're going to copy this, I'm going to paste it here. And that's our initial reference for where we are. So this is the actual route now. We're going to put in, again, Lima, India, Mike, Charlie. That's our origin. Our destination is Lima, India, Mike, Foxtrot, and that's, get out of here. That's Turin International, whatever that's called. And that's also north to south runways. Anyway, I'm going to be taking off from runway 35 right today. And then we're going to activate that and execute. For route, now I'm going to input some waypoints that I printed out from SimBrief. This is basically gonna right now. If I look at the map, if it's gonna let me. This is the hardest thing to do, is to get this right. Here we go. So now I'm gonna try to zoom out and show you what the plan currently looks like. Why is it not letting me? What am I doing wrong? Oh, there we go. That's better. Alright, so right now it looks like here's a trip. This is not according to north-south. North is actually over here. South is over here. So if I switch to plan, now, yeah, so here we go. So now going straight from Milan to Torino. That's the geographic Alps are over here somewhere. So we can't do this directly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in some waypoints. It's going to make this a realistic flight plan, which is what they use. And the waypoints that are printed are, I believe there's a few of them here. Here we go. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4 of them? Dogoob. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go with Delta Oscar Golf Uniform Bravo. Then we're gonna, next waypoint is gonna be Delta Charlie Tango. No, that's incorrect. Clear or delete. I said Delta Charlie Tango. Delta Charlie Tango. Why is it doing that? That's not correct. That is not correct. That's already giving me trouble. Alright, well let's leave it in there for now. Let's see what happens. Even though it's not accurate, let's see. Then after that we're gonna go to Tango Oscar Papa. Okay, this has me worried already. This is this flight is doomed from the start. I'm not gonna lie about this. Okay. Oh, it's probably this one, I'm guessing, right? Top, is that accurate? Please tell me that's accurate. Okay, I guess not. What is our reference initial position? 30, no, 45, that looks right. So that was the correct point I chose. That's the right top. Okay, after top it's then top 2A. Not on database, great. And that should end me, that should do it. Why is it not? Why isn't it? I believe I may have done something wrong here. I don't have a lot of light here, so I can't really see that well. Oh no, wait a second. Hold on a second. Something popped up here. That's not right. Alright, so top. Okay, so it looks like the second point is the problem. So I'm gonna go with departure route. Next page. This seems to be the problem. It should be DCT, and it's not letting me input it for some reason. So DCT. Let's try that. Maybe I'm not supposed to use a direct waypoint or airway. I believe it might be. I think the issue might be the airway. But I wish you would tell me somewhere in this flight plan what airway I am supposed to use. Oh, it does, I think. Hold on a second. DCT, go to DCT. Alright, well, let me delete it then. Let me delete it and see what happens. What is it going to do now? Okay, well, that looks better, but it's still not great. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out. Can I delete this? No. Okay, let's just leave it alone. Okay, so we're going to skip one waypoint, but it already gave me a little bit of a zigzag instead of a more direct line, because that's more realistic. That's going to set me in a nice approach. Nope, it's not. Apparently it changed its mind. But why? Why did it do that? Delete. Okay, let me delete this as well. And now I'm going to do DCT. Nope. Okay. Let's do top then. Alright, this is all a big waste of time. That's the correct, it looks like the correct waypoint, so now I'm going to just activate, and I'm going to execute, and that should fix it. There we go. Okay, we're going to go with this route then. It's unfortunate because it's supposed to have all the waypoints programmed into the game, but I guess some of them slipped through the cracks, and I really thought the other day that I was able to do this. Anyway, alright, so now we're going to actually check out our departure and arrival, so we're going to use departure runway 35 right, using transition. What is my transition? DOGUB5L, so Delta Oscar Golf uniform, if you want to get technical. So that's going to be it's going to be the departure. It's going to give you a little more of an arch, more of an accurate arch, I believe. Yep, it did. And then for the arrival to Turin or Torino, we're going to be using transition top 2A. Is that in here? I see 1A. I don't see 2A. SRN 2A, top 2A. Whoa. That shouldn't be like that. And then that. That is not accurate. So I'm going to unselect that. And I'm going to go more direct. Hold on a second. Let's execute it and see what happens. Route. Definitely adding a lot of unnecessary miles if that's the way I want to go. This will fly nicely over Turin, but this right here, that's a mess. What happens if I get rid of that and I just route and execute? No, this is unacceptable. Okay, alright, so what I'm going to do then for the arrival is I'm just going to get rid of this top 2L and I'm going to use the default transition for 35, right? Why did it add so many waypoints, though, is my question. Yes, none of this is accurate. Top, what is this? No, that is 2 point accurate, I guess. Okay, so why is it doing this?
Tower EZ 279 or 227 miles south inbound aboard DME runway 35 right approach.
Easy 279er, 2 tower. Cleared VOR, DME runway 35, right approach. Altimeter tree, 0.08 with calm.
Alright. This is a pain in the ass. This is the transition I want to use.
Cleared VOR DME runway 35 right approach EZ 279 or 2.
Okay, so that's better. I think I finally fixed it. But I need to get that yellow line to go away now. Route and execute. Come on. All right. Anyway, VNAV. We're gonna be cruising. I'm gonna try to be cruising at 10,000 feet to keep it nice and low. But I have a feeling that that if air traffic controller is gonna interfere, he's gonna try to keep me. He's gonna try to get me to go higher or lower. So actually, I'm gonna go to flight level 110 so I could go faster than 250 knots. That would be nice. I just need to. Okay, VNAV 110. All right. So I believe. Fuel, so I'm gonna go back in here. I'm gonna see if I could adjust the fuel level, because the fuel that's required for this flight, I have a specific number, and looks like total of 200. That can't be right. Okay, fuel is 32.3, but probably about 22. Where is it? Okay. Fuel imbalance, that's funny. Need 22.3, so I probably need about this much. No, that's probably too much anyway, but whatever. So let's go with this anyway. I believe this is going to be way more fuel than empty weight. Fuel 155. Oh, here we go. I'm going to pretend the payload's whatever. But fuel, we only need. This should cover us on fuel, 15% here. Okay. Assuming the plane doesn't. Alright, so this is what we're going to take off with. We don't need 121. Cost index is 22. Next page. Let's see. Takeoff flaps. We're going to take off the flaps at 5 degrees. Should be plenty of runway for that. V2 is 180 knots. Okay, that'll be roughly the speed at which we'll be taking off. Thrust limit takeoff. Okay, route. Execute. Okay, why is it? Execute. Okay, please work. No, why did it do that? Why did it add all that crap? That seems to be the issue. The issue is the transition point. It's not letting me. Here we go. That should fix it. Alright, so as long as I just... Come on, execute. Why won't you execute? It's not letting me execute. Ay ay ay, this is terrible. So the actual flight's gonna take less time than it takes me to set this whole thing up. Alright, so that looks like it fixed it somehow. Alright, so this is gonna be the this flight is gonna be this side's gonna be the plan, this side's gonna be the map. The monitor. So I'm gonna zoom out to get that view. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be taking off north and we're gonna hit south. I'm gonna do a little turn. Alright, that's gonna set us up a nice approach. This is Turin Airport, and it's gonna take me right around here, a nice straight line up the runway. So right now the runway I'm gonna be taking off from is gonna face me north. Instant turn left upon the takeoff. I'm probably gonna flip the autopilot on a little early, a little unrealistically, because I don't know, I like a nice smooth transition up, as opposed to jerky that I would do manually. Computers are really well at this. And then on the way down, probably going to be decelerating right here, and then this is just going to be nice cruise down coast or glide down straight up the runway. Alright, so the computers are all set up as far as everything that could be modeled in this game goes. I'm going to leave the VNav page open here. And now let's start the, let's continue on with our startup. Alright, so we're gonna power up our beacon light for people outside. We're gonna turn our APU, turn the lights, taxi lights, navigation, logo wing lights, anti-ice. I'm gonna leave it on auto in case it's cold up here. Fuel pumps, left engine, right engine. Let's fire up APU all the way. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to start the left engine, engine 1, and then I'm gonna make sure it's actually starting up. And looks like, let's see, I'm gonna wait until this turns into 0.2, and then I'm gonna give it some fuel to alright, that was on, and here we go. And now we're gonna have some fuel go into it. So let's see. Engine 1 is turning on. The lights are on. Can't really see it during the day, I guess. Yeah, they're blinking. Yeah, those are my runway lights, or taxi lights, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, can we see? Yep, here we go. It's definitely burning fuel. I'm gonna go back to cockpit. Looks like this engine's fired up. Now we're gonna go up and start engine 2. Yep, looks like it's engine 1 started. And then give it some fuel. Yeah, as the game gets older, I mean, they're gonna model more things into the plane to make it a more realistic game, and also there'll be payware where people could buy things from outside vendors that will let them have more realistic flight models.
EV279er, 2 cleared to land
Like,
runway 35 right.
professional pilots will pay money for that. Alright, this looks like both engines are fired up.
Cleared to land runway 35 right, easy 279er 2.
Looks like it. Alright, so now we're good. Everything seems to be. I'm gonna set this to 11,000 feet. That'll be our cruise altitude, unless that changes. Let's see. I'm gonna disconnect the jetway. And I'm gonna request pushback.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra
Because
X-ray
there's no reverse
787,
gear.
could you please disconnect the jetway from the aircraft?
Request pushback.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 requesting pushback.
I'm gonna disengage parking brake.
Boeing Alpha Sierra, X-ray 787 pushback request accepted.
So this guy right here is gonna come in and push me back. And when it's, I'm gonna try to get it lined up where against this line right here, facing south. Unfortunately, we might have to wait for this guy to take off. Let's get in there. Alright, now I'm going to tell him to steer me in this direction.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 requesting pushback. Time to steer the aircraft to the right.
Boeing Alpha Sierra, X-ray 787, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Alright, let's stop the pushback.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 requesting the end of pushback.
Alright,
Boeing Alpha Sierra, X-ray 787 request to end pushback received.
alright, now I want to go back to cockpit view. I have the flaps set at 5 degrees for takeoff, so I'm going to do that. Everything else looks to be good to go. Hold on. I'm going to turn the APU off. Don't need it anymore. There's no need for wipers. Normally there'd be passenger seatbelts sound, which is very soothing. It's not modeled in. A lot of these buttons are not modeled in. Anyway, alright, so now I'm just going to proceed to taxi the way I was told to. Alright, this is the taxiway. These yellow lines are the taxiways. So now I'm gonna... Looks like I drew this line. Not a very straight one. Alright, so let me get the chart of the airport to back out. Again, I believe I was told to go... Whiskey, Yankee, Hotel, something, Charlie. Okay. I know, it feels like I'm going kind of fast. 30 knots, it's a little fast. But I don't want to waste too much time on this. And I'm going to go all the way down here. I'm bunch of Airbuses parked, and these little guys. My speedometer doesn't go that low. Alright, so I'll be making a left here. I believe onto Hotel. Just have some sort of an indication that this is Hotel. Is this right? Is this Hotel? Yes, this. I think
Ground
this.
easy 279 or 2 taxi to the gate.
Yes, I believe this is Hotel.
Easy 279 or 2 taxi to gate 25 via taxiway Delta Delta Echo Cross runway 17 right Delta Alpha
I believe I
Whiskey
see.
Kilo.
I believe we see H on there. Nope, I don't see anything on there. It's supposed to be H. Nope, definitely don't cross the runway here.
Taxiing to gate 25 via taxiway Delta Delta Echo Cross runway 17 right Delta Alpha Whiskey Kilo Easy 279 or 2.
I wish there was more labels here. Okay, yeah, definitely did it too early. I believe Hotel's right there. So I made a wrong turn. I should have gone straight a little more and then made a left. On the right side of the screen there. Okay, so now I'm approaching. Yep, this is right. This should be Hotel here. Alright, so now I'm holding short of runway 35 left. And this, I believe, should be, if I'm not mistaken, this should be Hotel. Yep. I'm going for Hotel there. Okay, so now we're gonna make sure there's nobody around. Make sure nobody's landing. Actually liked where it set me up. Normally supposed to look over there. Looks like there's nobody there, so I'm not gonna make a stop here. Nobody's landing on 35 left. I'm about to approach 35 right. Hold short. I'm supposed to make this left. Oopsies. Now, it'll be a lot easier if I get this in third person. But this is much more realistic, because this is what a pilot would actually be looking at. Ah, here we go. Now I'm home. Alright, we're gonna stop here. And we're gonna get clearance for takeoff. Tower. Clearance for takeoff.
Tower Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 and runway 35 right ready for takeoff north departure.
Nobody's coming.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right north departure approved.
Okay, acknowledge takeoff clearance.
Cleared for takeoff runway 35 right Boeing 787.
Alright, and I think I'm just gonna do, forgot to turn my flight, wait, stop. There's a couple of things actually I forgot. I forgot to turn my taxi lights off, because I'm no longer taxiing. And flaps are down. Oh, I have to turn my auto brake for rotate. Flight direct switch is on. I think Everything's good to go. Now I'm good for takeoff. Alright. This is your captain speaking. There will be casualties. This will not be easy. Many of us will not make it. Well, a little too wide of a turn, but this is all good. The nose swings a lot wider than the rest of the plane. Alright, and now we're gonna full throttle. I'm gonna zoom out so I can see the... Actually, wait a second. Bring this down. So my V1 speed's 120 knots, so that's what I'm looking for when I lift off. There we go. Or V2 speedos. Rotate. Positive if climb. Pulling the landing gear up.
Boeing 787 continue for north departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Tower Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 continue for north departure.
Boeing 787, you are leaving my
Turning
airspace.
autopilot on.
Change.
LNAV, VNAV. And now, computer has to... I am no longer in charge. Milan proper is over this way. That's actually the city of Milan. Oh, flaps. Good. Raise my flaps.
Boeing 787 acknowledged. Last transmission.
Going to...
Tower Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 frequency change.
Oh, this game is awesome with headphones on.
Milan Center Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 is type Boeing B-78X 3 miles southeast of Lima, India, Bravo, Oscar. Request flight following.
Beautiful up here, look at that.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 Milan Center. Squawk 3334. Squawk 3334 Boeing 787.
I am not controlling any of this. It's all done by the autopilot right now.
Boeing 787 radar contact 2 miles southwest of Lima, India, Bravo, Oscar, 9,900 feet. Altimeter 30.08. Copy Boeing 787.
Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, Mont Blanc, the tallest point in Europe, should be in this direction somewhere, but you can't really see it all because of the cloud cover. Just spectacular. It's like a golf course down there. Definitely a golf course. Some northern Italian golf course. Alright, so now I'm at my cruise altitude at 11,000 feet. Let's take a look at our VFR map. Maybe a short flight. That's the view. Passenger seat here. Looks like a coach. Economy class. Very nice, smooth air. Very little turbulence at this low altitude right now. I mean, I guess because Again, the weather is live and it's nighttime, so I'm guessing that air is a little more calm at nighttime. Maybe it plays no difference. I'm not really a weather expert, but this is a really nice smooth ride. So let's zoom in here. Where's my decel? Oh, my decel is all. Oh, here we go. It's over here somewhere. It's not show. Here we go. It's popping on and off right here. For some reason. Let me get the yoke out of the way. Here we go. So at that point, I'm gonna have to slow down and reduce my altitude. I don't put me in danger. There's no, the landing gear is not down. Sometimes it pops up wrong messages, but yeah, really smooth. Yep, there's a little lateral turbulence. I believe Turin, I think it's over there, if I'm not mistaken. So if we go back to our cockpit view, next waypoint is Tango Oscar Papa, and that waypoint is 30 miles away. There's the countdown, so it's very quickly. Basically about 5 minutes. I'm not sure why the plane's doing this. I have zero idea why it's doing that, so let me turn the approach on. I have no idea why it decided to go this way. That's some sort of a glitch in the game. Or in the simulator or whatever. Yeah, it's looking for this decel point instead of this one for some reason. That's not good. Let's take a look at the weather. Clear skies, very little turbulence. Alright, yeah, I have no idea why it's doing this right now. Hopefully it just does a complete U-turn and then comes back to where I was. That's kind of annoying though, but nope, it's straightening out for some reason. Where does it think it's going? It looks like it wants me to go into the mountains. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what the problem was, but I definitely don't want to go towards those mountains, and it looks like there's a lot of turbulence up that way. Probably from the mountains. Get a nice view of this valley. Probably a spot where Hannibal crossed the Alps. libs. Stupid libs. Yeah, so the passengers are very confused as to why we make left and right turns, but, you know, they don't know. They trust me. They're like, he knows what he's doing. There's probably reasons for why the plane's doing that. But in reality, it's some sort of a video game glitch. Alright, so yeah, so Turin looking right here. Some nice hills. They're settled too. There's houses up there. Very nice. Some rich people live up there. Probably the owners of Juventus live up there. Yeah, there's the airport. The airport should be on like 2 o'clock. Oh no, here it is. 4 o'clock. There's the airport. So that's where I'll be landing, but I'll be landing from this direction, south. So I'm gonna go in here. It's gonna intercept this magenta line here, and this is my intercept markers. All right, I'm gonna start decelerating here. I'm not sure why this happened, but I think the navigational part of this game needs to be improved, but this is also not a very commonly traveled route, I'm sure. I'm sure a lot of people go for US and elsewhere in Europe, but at the same time, who knows. Alright, so it looks like I'm approaching decel. Yeah, here it is. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce my altitude to 5,000 feet. And I'm going to slow the plane down to 240 knots. Actually, let's go with 230, 225. It's a nice odd number. I'm going to pull the flaps down a little. Oops, not that. Flaps. Here, I'll just do it on my... Here we go. Let's go down to 5%. And now we're gonna do a nice slow descent to 5,000 feet. So this is Turin. So my flaps are these guys right here. You see them when you're a passenger. You see those things. Oh, not landing gear. Definitely don't want landing gear down. Get up. Get back up. That must have been a button, a joystick that must have been pressed. Even though at this speed landing gear was maybe lower. It was definitely on purpose. I was testing it to see if it worked. Alright, so now we're 9,500 feet. We're going down to 5,000 feet. I'm going to zoom in on the flight plan. Flight map. I'm going to turn the terrain on here. Actually, I'm going to turn weather on that one, and I'm going to turn terrain on this one, just to make sure. Plane should take a nice right turn right now. There we go, and that's the feeling you like when you're in an airplane. Yeah, everyone loves this. Turns my stomach into knots just looking at this. Alright, I'm gonna put the flaps back up. Nice. It takes a while. There's always like a bit of a lag behind when it evens out. So now there's terrain appearing on my screen, meaning I am low. But I'm not too low. 5,000 feet is good here. I'm going to look at the Turin's chart. Elevation is 925 feet above sea level. So as long as that's what I need to be aiming for. So right now I'm at 4,800, so about 4,000 feet above the airway. See some industrial center south of town. Hey, it's me. Downtown Turin, even though it's not loading properly yet because it's too far away. Airfield is right there, or airport. Have it in sight. I'm looking for LMI Foxtrot. LIMF, Lima, India, Mike Foxtrot. Here we go. Wait. It's the one. I'm gonna 15 miles. I gotta slow down here.
X-ray 787 tower. Make straight and runway 36. Altimetry 0.05 wind down.
Start to put my air brake on. Come on. Acknowledge instructions. I'm gonna lower the flaps again.
Runway 36, Boeing 787.
Let's take a look at on the outside. These are the air brakes. Anyway, let's take a look at Turin. This is the Olympic Airport. That's where FC Torino played, also known as the Benito Mussolini Stadium from back in the day. I think Juventus played there a little while ago, within the last couple of decades. Juventus Stadium, I believe we're going to fly directly over on the way to the airfield. Looks like I'm lining up nice and straight. I believe that right there up ahead is the Juventus Stadium. I'm going to slow this baby down to 175 knots. And then we're going to go ahead and 2400. Let's see if I could decelerate a little quicker here. Yep, that's the Juventus Stadium right there. Even though I think it's lifting up the parking lot, the raised bit is actually the parking lot. It's the Bing Maps didn't do this correctly. But what are you gonna do? And I believe there's actually a golf course right here, but it's not doing it right.
2500.
Gonna lower the landing gear. Get a nice view of the area where the Juventus Stadium is, even though it's not entirely accurate, but it's a northern part of town. Nice little parks along the river. Alright, clear to land. Wind calm, I knew it. Clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 36, Boeing 787.
Alright, now I need to focus on this. 20, and let's lower this. Auto brake I'm gonna set to 3. Looks like a nice direct path here. No possible way I could screw this up. Alright, so here we have My dear passengers, brace. I believe it's actually trying to do an ILS landing. I think it's going to try to land on its own, but I'm not going to trust it. So I'm going to take off. I'm going to do this I'm going to take the autopilot off eventually here. But first I'm going to just get rid of this air brake. Is it actually going to... It might actually do a autopilot landing here. That would be amazing if it did that. Alright, let's take the autopilot off.
500. 400.
Alright, I have the command. I have the con.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, a little bounce. It was smooth. Alright, apply brakes. It was a little bounce, but it was buttery otherwise. I floated a little bit. That was the only thing. Let's go to the outside view.
Boeing 787 to our next taxiway. Boeing 787 contact ground on 121.7.
Alright, and that was it. Now, it would have been easier to do this landing from third-person view, but thought I'd do it the hard way. Alright.